How JPEGMAFIA became the underground Kanye. The story of JPEGMAFIA is one of transformation and defiance. Born Barrington Hendricks in Brooklyn, New York, his early life was shaped by constant movement. His father's military career took the family from New York to Alabama and even overseas to Japan. These frequent relocations gave Peggy a unique perspective on life, forcing him to adapt to new cultures and environments. This restless energy would later define his music, a sound that refuses to sit still or conform to expectations. Music was not always the plan for Peggy. After high school, he joined the Air Force, a choice born out of necessity. During his time in places like Kuwait, he began to see the world differently. He witnessed systems of power, control, and inequality up close. These experiences fueled his growing need to express himself, and music became the outlet. It was during this time that he started experimenting, finding a voice that was raw, chaotic, and unapologetically his own. After leaving the military, Peggy dove headfirst into the underground music scene. He spent time in Baltimore, where he developed his sound and released early projects like Communicating with Strangers. These releases were rough and abrasive, but they hinted at something greater. He was not interested in following trends or chasing radio play. Instead, he was building something personal, something disruptive. The breakthrough came in 2018 with his album Veteran. The project felt like a revolution. It was loud, glitchy, and impossible to ignore. Peggy paired noisy experimental production with lyrics that tackled politics, internet culture, and the chaos of modern life. Tracks like Baby I'm Bleeding and Real Nega stood out as unfiltered, unpredictable anthems. Veteran did not just introduce JPEGMAFIA to the world, it declared that he was here to shake things up. The comparisons to Kanye West began with Veteran. Much like Kanye on albums like Yeezus, Peggy was unafraid to take risks. Both artists created music that felt urgent, raw, and experimental. But while Kanye had the platform of a global superstar, JPEGMAFIA operated in the trenches of the underground. He represented a DIY ethos, making music for those who felt disconnected from the mainstream. Peggy's follow-up, All My Heroes Are Cornballs, showed another side of his artistry. Released in 2019, the album leaned further into experimentation, blending chaotic beats with moments of surprising vulnerability. Peggy's willingness to explore softer, more melodic sounds echoed Kanye's constant reinvention. The message was clear. JPEGMAFIA would never be boxed in, and his music would always evolve. Like Kanye, Peggy has never shied away from controversy or confrontation. His lyrics and online persona are sharp and unfiltered, often polarizing audiences. But at the core of his music is a deep sense of honesty. Both artists use their work to express who they are, flaws and all. For Peggy, every album, every track is a reflection of his journey. What makes JPEGMAFIA stand out is his refusal to compromise. While Kanye West dominates headlines and award shows, Peggy thrives in the underground, where his fans embrace his unpolished brilliance. He has carved out a space where he can be himself, free from the pressures of mainstream expectations. The title of Underground Kanye is not just about the music. It is about an approach to artistry that values creativity over conformity, innovation over safety. Kanye West changed the landscape of hip-hop by breaking rules and taking risks. JPEGMAFIA is doing the same, only on his own terms, in his own space. JPEGMAFIA's story is proof that true artistry comes from authenticity. He does not follow trends, he sets them. He does not chase approval. He builds his own world. In a music industry that often rewards sameness, JPEGMAFIA reminds us that the most powerful voices are the ones that refuse to blend in. This is how JPEGMAFIA became more than just an artist. He became a symbol of what it means to stay true to yourself, no matter the cost.